What's up, world? This is your girl, the official Melody, with my guy, SkyBlew, for Overseas Dream Show 36. Y'all know what to do. Keep it locked.
You're listening to Overseas Dreams.
Okay, what up, y'all? It's SkyBlew, and you're tuned in to Overseas Dreams Radio. And if you know me, you know I love overseas and I love dreams. So this is easily one of the best stations on the planet. Shout out to my fan Melody. Paint the sky blue.
You're listening to Overseas Dreams.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty. Thought we told him before. One more time, though.
Told you I don't rap, look. I paint the sky blue. With the great Scotty, there's something to vibe to. Slide through on a groove like old timers. We them diamonds in the rough, where the coal miners. Alabama to the Carolinas. Some allergic to this pen, who care to sign this? Huh? You could go ahead and quote that. We bringing the hope back. I'ma carry on, tote bag. Everybody sound the same now. It's like one long song, it's a shame now. Idleness in the brain now. It's like you gotta be whack to get a name now. Well, I'd rather be nameless. Oh, you think I'm cheesy? Sweet, I'm a Danish. You an ignoramus. I ain't gonna stop till everybody loves. I ain't talking Raymond. Great skies, I'ma change that. Garfield, Heathcliff. I am not the same cat from back in the day, just having LA tracks in a way that even surfers be trying to catch on the wave. Don't wipe out. When I type out my lines, it'll bring shine to a lighthouse. Don't wipe out. You'll see what the hype out. Our time's right now. Take a look at my light. You see that glow? Yeah. I paint the sky when I write. Yeah, that's all I know. Jazz space man, beam me up. Out of this world, beam me up. Colorful dreamer, beam me up. Beam me up. Hey. Scotty beam me up to the stars. Yeah. Still slept on, that's cool. We gon' get ours. Yeah, I feel like that. Never bow down, I don't kneel like that. Never switched up, cause I'm real like that. I'm chill like that. Me and Scotty paint pictures, watercolors added to the mixture. No drip drip, ooh, come and sip this elixir. Love, hope, dreams, that's a beautiful mixture. Cooler than John Wick with an ice pick and a nightstick. Hit a light switch shine and was a bright kid. In the dark world, battling shadows. Y'all worry about celebrities, y'all got those. Kids see ghosts sometimes. Yeah, I float sometimes. They might quote some lines. I lose hope sometimes. I'll no scope this time. While I'm shooting for the stars, my aim good. Lost a lot of close friends from the same hood. God rest your soul, free the other ones. When you get a little buzz, trouble comes. Trying to keep a clean hand in this mean land. To stay woke, the new Huey Freeman. But I'm dreaming that I contradict. No sleep over here, it's hit or miss, but never hit or miss. Lady Butterfly hidden in the mist. Tell them what they missed. A little bit of this and a little bit of that, but they wiped out. I brought flair to the lighthouse. Take a look at my light. You see that glow? You see that? I paint the sky when I write. Yeah, that's all I know. Jazz space man, beam me up. Out of this world, beam me up. Colorful dreamer, beam me up. Beam me up. Hey. Scotty beam me up to the stars. Yeah. Still slept on, that's cool. We gon' get ours. Yeah, I feel like that. Never bow down, I don't kneel like that. Never
What's up, world? This is your girl, the official Melody. Welcome back to Overseas Dreams. This is show 36. This is a really special show because I got my guy, SkyBlew, into his house. Yes, say it's up one time for the people.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Absolutely. So,
Dreamers, you know what I'm saying?
yes, so this is his show. He is pretty much taking the reins this go round. But yes, welcome to Overseas Dreams. This is show 36. I'm your girl, the official Melody. He's your guy, SkyBlew. Let's get it popping. Y'all be sure not to go anywhere. Keep it locked.
Yeah, watching Alice Mack, eating Apple Jacks, plotting on a scheme for this dream. Don't snapple facts, habitat the clouds, you know where I'm at. Used to be shelters, I don't want the memories back. Just trying to hinder me. In fact, I've been praying for peace. The beats give me serenity at least. So, see, a born dreamer who love women from Venus, fantasize about arenas. My fam dodging subpoenas, trying to be the cleanest, cleaning your days. Had some one of those till I learned values not enclosed. I propose it's a soul, that's all we got when we go. While man trying to conquer the globe, we watch humanity corrode in intervals. Why everybody jerks? Why my mama gotta worry? Blood pressure getting worse, so I work. So you and the fam ain't gotta stress. Do day with destiny. Hope she wear my favorite dress, a perfume success. But nevertheless, check out the technique.
Chillin' on a Sunday, dreaming how to get up out of here some way. Love, we gon' make it one day. Well, how about Sunday? I said, how about Sunday? How about Sunday? Love, we gon' make it one day. So how about Sunday? I said, how about Sunday?
Not Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nah, I'm talking Sunday. The one day to let the stress go. Though these rappers too plain for meals. What you creflo, set go. Like strep the flow more than cold. On a roll, young life, old soul. I was told, time you gotta wait for it. And too bad you gotta pay for it. Granny told me pray for it. Got my eyes on them gold gates. Hearing I'm a breath of fresh air, smell a cold gate. When I illustrate on my blue page, gotta stay calm. I'm 2 trays from Luke Cage. Chill.
How about Sunday? How about Sunday? Love, we gon' make it one day. How about Sunday? I said, how about
yeah, my love dressing a kimono. I've been working pro bono on YouTube, been questioning life. Some things I don't know, but searching for keys around mics. Trying different combinations like up left. You down right out of your mind, thinking I'm gon' fail. I done been through the fire, what is starting to hell? Let it rain down. Playing GameCube, I'm the same dude who know the seeds of strange fruit. Look, they groupers and colors divided, easy to conquer. In 64 years, they gon' say he a monster. On the mic with wisdom and the flow, respect me. Got a library of styles, so check out the technique. What? Check out the technique.
That's right, you are still tuned in to Overseas Dreams. This is show 36 once again. Got my guy SkyBlew with me. We got the show started off with Beam Me Up, Scotty. We just finished listening to a track by his called How About Sunday. And without further ado, SkyBlew, what's going on?
Okay, what's going on? What's up?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good, maintaining. How about you?
Man, look, I'm just happy to be interviewing you right now. So let me give y'all a little backstory. This dude hit me up on IG, saying he found my show and could I play some of his music. This dude sent me like a whole bunch of YouTube links. I was like, damn. But like, I don't know, like, dude is just super smooth, real jazzy. You can hear it in his music, and if you can't get your ears checked, dude is dope. So it's a privilege to have you on this show.
Hey, I appreciate it. That's an honor. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for checking out the message, by the way. You know.
Yes. So anybody that wants this stuff played on Overseas Dreams, I've said this before, hit me in the DMs. I do respond. Hit me in the DMs. You can email me at overseasdreamsofficial at gmail.com, or however you want to get in contact with me. I'll play your hits. I do respond. So yes, absolutely.
Shows love, absolutely.
And I'm glad I did, because I think I featured your music in show 30. And I said something like, he reminds me of a 2007 Lupe Fiasco.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Hey, that's an honor. That's one of the GOATs. So that's an honor.
Yeah. So, since you don't rap, you paint the sky blue. When did you start painting the sky blue, and what made you want to start doing music in the first place?
I was originally in Alabama, then I moved to North Carolina in like 2007, and that's my supporters, they know the whole backstory. I ain't gonna go into that, but I had to move from Alabama to North Carolina, and at that time I wasn't even SkyBlew. I was still trying to find myself as an artist, so I was coming straight from Alabama, so I had my grill and everything, so I was
At the grill.
I had the grill, man, the blue diamond grill. I was young millionaire and all that, but so when I really started being SkyBlew, it was like a whole chain of events, my grandma dying and stuff like that, and me just reevaluating life. I was homeless in a homeless shelter, still finishing high school in the homeless shelter. That's a whole story they know, or if you don't know, you could just go check that out, as far as my past and everything like that. But I started taking it serious around 2007, 2008. So that's when I made the whole idea of SkyBlew, because it's more than just a name. It's a whole, they know it's a whole, theme I have going on, and there's a whole lore and story behind SkyBlew and why, I chose that name. And so, I guess like 2007 or 8 is when I really started taking it serious, and I was doing like poetry and stuff. Shout out to Miss Lockhart. She was my after school poetry teacher, and she always believed in me. She was like, you got something serious if you take it serious. I was writing poems, and it was like from the heart, and I was speaking from a real place and experiences, and and then when I started making music, even though I was still trying to find myself, they always said I had a way of painting pictures and stuff, so like they could visualize what I was saying. And then that's when I added the whole, I don't rap, I paint the sky blue thing. And that's so that's all little things that tidbits of what made me be SkyBlew. Well, that's when I started around 2007, but then I got more serious around 2008, 9, and started like really recording, not just on like a computer mic, but actually going to a studio. Shout out to K. Mills, he was making beats. He was picking me up, taking me to his studio at his crib. We was recording, and I've been building from there,
Wow. So why rap in particular?
Why rap? I don't know what you're talking about, because I don't rap, I paint the sky.
I mean, why painting in particular?
It was just something, I grew up with music. I was in and out of foster care and all that. And but even before then, when I was with my mom and my stepdad, I was coming home from school, and he was playing Tupac, Me Against the World, specifically that, but he played a lot more stuff. Like he was playing Nas, Tribe Called Quest, Common, De La Soul, Digable Planets, all that, just the ill stuff. And I realized as I got older and transitioning in and out of foster homes and stuff, the one thing that kept me kind of going and just kind of cleared my mind was music. And I was just really zoned out. It was music, video games, anime, cartoons, of course, but like music specifically. And I didn't really know how much I appreciated music. I knew I liked music, but I didn't realize how much it really played a part of my life. Like I would go to sleep with the radio playing and everything like that. It was always something. I just had to have music. And so as I, found myself as an artist and really discovered more aspects of music and styles, and I was like, I really grew up on some crazy stuff. Like besides rap, my mom, Anita Baker, Sade, SWV, they was playing Osley Brothers, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, all that all that was types of music I really liked. And my grandma playing gospel and jazz and, you know, Billie Holiday, stuff like that, the Winans and all kind of music like that. And all that played a part. And I was like, I really love music. So when I really, you know, started to decided like, I'm gonna do this, it was almost like a instinct. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was like, oh, I guess I really like this. It just followed me. Even when I wasn't trying to do it, I was finding myself writing rhymes in class, or, you know, I was battling at the lunch table, you know, battling dudes. I was smoking dudes. I ain't trying to like gas myself, but like I was on some battle stuff, and I was like getting dudes out of here. Dudes hitting the grinding beat on the table. Of course, that same old grinding beat with the pencils. But I was, you know, I was getting busy. So, you know, that it was just in me. And now, every time I realize it's something I love, you know, music has always been my escape and a release for me. You know, it really just helped me not get caught up in my environment and my situations. Because if it wasn't for music and those other things, I don't know where I would be at. So, you know, and God too, of course, you know. But as far as it's like something tangible, it was that.
Wow, absolutely. So you say it's like a form of therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, melodic therapy for sure. That's what's
up. Do you produce your own music?
Shh, I can't tell. That might be. I know y'all might not see it, but there's a lot of little music equipment where we recording that.
Yeah.
So, you know, people.
I wasn't gonna tell them that.
But you know, that might be something I might be secretly working on. You know.
Okay. What's the first DAW you've ever worked in?
The one we recording on right now, which is Adobe Audition. When it was Cool Edit Pro at first,
right.
It was Cool Edit Pro, and then I started using that. And far as seriously, it was definitely Cool Edit Pro. Now Adobe Audition, but there was times that we was like playing around and we was doing like, you know, using Audacity or something like that. But you know, that was just here and there. But like it was always Cool Edit Pro or now Adobe Audition. That's my go-to. So
it's crazy because you know, a lot of people, especially back then, would be working in Fruity Loops and now Ableton's like super big.
Yep.
Or of course, you know, Pro Tools, but
yeah,
as far as like the production goes, they would be in Fruity Loops or Ableton. It's like the top two that went out, and I'm always the oddball that uses Logic, you know. So
hey, go for what you know. You know what's comfortable for you. This was comfortable for me all these years, and I stick with what I'm a loyal person. So if you ain't let me down yet, you know, so I stuck with it.
So if I switch from Logic to Studio One, and am I no longer loyal?
You know, you gotta take that up with yourself. You gotta do that reflecting and just nah. You know, every now and then you gotta upgrade. Hey, look, I upgraded. It's Adobe Audition. It was Cool Edit. So when it did upgrade, I stuck to it. But you know, they changed the interface a little bit and other things. But it's still the same thing. You know, at the heart of it. You know.
I feel it though. So like, and maybe they don't need to know this, but like, what's your process? When you start off, like if you trying to work on a track, or do you write first? Do you freestyle? Like what's your whole process when you putting together a song?
Oh, this is exclusive. Yeah, people been asking, they don't even know this. This you'll be the first to fully know.
All right.
Each process, it depends on the song and the project. So like if it's like a project that's themed on something, I had to tap into that theme of whatever it is. So if I'm like, oh, when I did like a Courage the Cowardly Dog inspired album, I was like, all right, I remember it, but I'm just rewatching. Like I was doing, you know, it was like I'm doing like research again and studying. I'm rewatching the episodes and noticing everything. Like, oh yeah, I get this theme, and this is how I'm gonna flip it, and different things like that. But if it's just like straight up something else that's new, you know, I listen to the beat or something, and I try to like picture something first. So whatever I'm trying to tell, if I can't picture the story and the scenario, I won't tell it, or I'll scrap it and come back to it. So I try to, that's the whole thing about I don't rap or paint the sky blue. It's like I try to come up with a vision and painting for it and seeing myself in it, and I write the video in my head as well. So if I can see myself doing it, it's like, all right, cool, and that really puts me in my groove, then I start writing. Or it's like I'm like in the shower or something, or I'm on the track running around or working out, and like I could be doing something totally different. If it's based on a specific song, the beat is in my head now, so I could be cooking or doing something, and before you know it, I'm like, oh man, I'm came up with the whole verse or something, or that I'm singing the chorus or something like that. And I just like, when I get a chance, I sit down and write it out or something. Or like, you know, my crew, they'll know sometimes we'll be doing something totally different. I just like zone out. And it's like, yo, where you at? Like, yo, you know, and I just kind of like go into my dreamland for a minute. And I was like, oh, my bad, I zoned out. And I come back and I got like a whole concept of an album or a song, and it's fully fleshed out. And now I just gotta like, you know, jot it down, or like we doing something, playing a game or something. Before you know it, I start like pacing back and forth, and they're like, oh no, what he doing? And I'm like doing it or something, and I'm like coming up with melodies or something, or the whole chorus and half of the verse is like done, and I'm like rapping it to them. They're like, what? You know, and I'm like, man, you know, when it catch me, it catches me. You just never know how it's gonna catch you. It just depends on what the concept is and what the song is. But you know, I got different methods, you know, or maybe Fred to like, you know, give me an idea. I know. All right, that's going into the SkyBlew lore. Never mind.
That's all right.
That was a little tidbit, little Easter egg, you know.
Got you. So, it seems like, you know, for the most part, your process is pretty smooth. You know, when inspiration hits, it hits. You gotta get it out.
Absolutely.
So, how often would you say you experience writer's block, if at all? Because if you don't, I'm jealous.
I don't even be wanting to say that, because it be almost feeling like if I say that, I don't be want to be like throwing shade or like, oh, because, you know, higher than that. But it ain't that. It's like I really don't experience writer's block because I have so much stuff going on in my mind all the time. So it's always things that I can talk about, or things that I observe, or ways I can tell a story or something. So it's always something going on in my head. So I won't really say writer's block. It might be a time where like, this ain't coming together right now. Like, it's there, but it ain't where I want it to be at.
Right.
So I'm like, nah, I scrap it and come back to it. But I don't really experience the writer's block that well because, like I said, it's just so much going on. I'm a dreamer, overseas dreamer at that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you know about it.
Shout out to Overseas Dreams.
So I'm always, you know, I'm just always in my head and thinking of things and kind of, you know, zoning out. So it's always something I can say, you know. So
I feel that. All right, y'all, don't go nowhere. Y'all know what to do. Keep it locked. We about to get into this next track, entitled Friendly Skies. Don't go anywhere.
More or less, I swore to death. I strategize my steps, see the value in breath. Simple things worth more than have-nots. For these dreams, I'm a mascot. Love is a cash crop. Knowledge is central to our growth and expansion, advancement. Sincerity's the key to enhancement. Why plans when time trickling down? My vision through sound. We're missing our crowns, royalty in our past life. Remnants of last night when we danced under moonlight. Hope this ain't my last life. If it is, I'll see you in the next. Be my guest. Home is where the heart is. We address problems of the world. The stress, feel I need the rest. Wake up and document it. A musical PDF, yes. Finding balance is a challenge, it seems. But giving up is not admissible. A pivotal theme in my aria. We're fighting insomnia. Our isolation away from revamping Doria. Love, these smooth jazz tunes easy to bend to. The cool breeze chills my mental. I like that. Everything reveals in the light. Live life, we ain't living it right. Tunes up in the fast lane. Staying true to my last name. Pharaoh, aiming for stars. Slow motion like Max Payne. I never changed when the cash came. Tell Anubis I'm alive, still blue. It's been my all. Now the nudist, thought you knew this. This beat got a classic vibe. I like that. Just relax your mind. One time. Seeking, you'll find the prize. Keep your eyes on the friendly sky. That's right. Less is more. Empathize with your eyes on the friendly sky. One time. Sit back and relax your mind. Keep your eyes on the friendly skies. A smooth talker, my sky's not darker than when they talk about the night air cloud walker. Never about it, these artists rap about nada for chips, Eric Estrada. So I don't even bother following them. Humanity is condemned. Most times I feel I'm not from this planet. Invaders Zim, earthworm gem. Don't befriend those easily stoppable like him. Don't gotta rap like Mims, this is why I'm hot. Speaking that breeze in the wind, leaves in the pen. Feeling like my season again. Fall of the winter, summer, spring for the dinner. And a chance to dance with destiny. Possibility is thinner than a Stephen King flick. Stand by me through misery, sleepwalkers, dream slick. These cats don't affect me. Heavenly Father, protect me. Ahead of my time, I wrote this next week. This beat got a classic vibe, I like that. Just relax your mind. Seeking, you'll find a prize. Keep your eyes on the friendly sky. That's right. Less is more, empathize with your eyes on the friendly sky. Sit back and relax your mind. Keep your eyes on the friendly sky.
You're still tuned in to Overseas Dreams. Once again, this is show 36. I'm still your girl, the official melody. He's still your guy, SkyBlew. All right, we just finished listening to a track called Friendly Skies. Tell me a little bit about that and why you chose that for the show.
I chose that song because we were just talking about me zoning out and everything like that and kind of being like a dreamer and all that. And Friendly Skies is like, that's kind of like one of my safety spaces, or it's almost like an escape for me is zoning out and kind of like picture myself being in the friendly skies, and in my own way I am in the friendly skies. So that's just kind of like one of my secret bases almost, you know. So I figured that and plus it kind of fits me a lot as far as what I'm talking about in the verses and like the style of it, the jazzy kind of chill vibe, you know. And it's just kind of like me kind of like in my zone, like I'm comfortable in it. You know, the way the beat rides. Shout out to Less is More. Shout out to my people at the Jazz Hop Cafe that put that together, you know. And it just really, when you talk about kind of like, SkyBlew does like the jazz hop stuff. You know, I do a bunch of different stuff, but like when we talk about jazz hop kind of chill vibe, that kind of just like it's one of my blueprint calling cards kind of. So that song is just, I think it has all the ingredients of like a SkyBlew jazz hop kind of classic, you know. So that's one of my joints right there.
That's what's up. And then we got a little minute, but I know right now off the top of my head the next song I want to get into is Vibe with the Blue. Tell me about that, because I be finding myself, like, real talk, that song be stuck in my head sometimes. I'll be like, and when song's stuck in my head, I gotta listen to it. I'm like, Vibe with the Blue, called Vibe with the Blue. So what inspired that song? Like what brought that entire EP out?
Nice. That's Dreams, Tsunami, and Jazzier Days with my guy Pabs out in France, and we released it through, once again, the Jazz Hop Cafe, and we released that on Nujabe's birthday, rest in peace, in 2017. And that's one of my very well received projects and stuff. People love that project, and that's a blessing that it took off like it did. You know, it was just something we did, you know, as just like a love letter to jazz and hip hop and Tsunami, and in the spirit of Nujabe's as well. Rest in Beats, you're one of the greatest. And it was just that song right there, and that whole project was just like, it was just me, just like, I'm not worried about like what songs can get licensed or what songs can blow up. Or I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do something that I love. Like, he gonna make these dope jazz hop, soulful, chill, boom bap beats, and I'ma just like flow from the heart and the soul in it. And I'm gonna pay homage to these people as well, like Tsunami, you know, the monologues that Tom would have and stuff that still resonates with me to this day. You know, so I was like, I'm gonna put all this into this project, and this is gonna be like a love letter, you know, to all these elements. And that's what I think, that's what people really, you know, they really pick that up, and they still go back to that project. And that song Vibe with the Blue is one of those that was just like, I'ma just like do me. It's just like, I'ma just do me. Like, I'm not worried about like any of those things. I'ma just do me. Whatever I feel like saying, and what I feel like, how my groove and stuff. I was like, if y'all gonna vibe with the blue, And if there's anything that y'all didn't vibe with before, I feel like y'all gonna vibe with this right here. So it's like I'm gonna give you an incentive to be like, why should we vibe with you? Like why should we listen to you? If you listen to that song and you don't vibe with me after that, then I ain't got nothing else for you.
I know that's right.
I ain't got nothing else for you. Like, look, that's just some of the best I could do. Like, I feel like the first verses, I got a little braggadocious a little bit because I I'm always humble and I'm kind of just like, I do my thing, but I just kind of like underrate myself a whole lot in this way, and I'm still trying to work on confidence, of course, and stuff. That's just me. I guess I'm getting a little real now, just saying like I do have to work on that, doing better. But every now and then you have to just be like, nah, this is what I do, man. This I do this, and this is I'm gonna do me, and I don't care what nobody think. If you vibe with it, you vibe with it. Right. And so that's why I was just kind of like talking spicy, speaking that breeze a little bit on the first verse. Second verse, I started getting into some lyricism that it's a lot of things in there. If you got to really listen and connect it, the Avatar line and the Zelda line, all that, all those are like line, like bars. And then the third verse, I started doing it even more, but it's still over this dope jazzy beat that you just vibe to, got the scratches in it. It's just hip hop. It's to show you. I be talking about space and other stuff like that, but at the heart of it's always hip hop, and I think that this song represents like hip hop at its purest form, just like
absolutely
with the blue.
Yeah, and I caught that link reference. I try to catch a lot of your video game references, but one in particular, it's not a video game reference. You say short smart guy, Taj Mowry. Like what? I was like, wait a minute, what?
And Smart Guy's the show, man.
Yes. So if y'all ain't old enough, go back. He's a smart guy. Yeah, that was my song. Like how do you just? Some of these lines are just like, how does he think of this stuff?
I appreciate that. It's just so much. It be so much in my mind. Like I said, it just be making bars about things that I like. That's like fun to me. That ties back to the vibe of the blue. Like this is me. This is what I like. So if you ain't vibing with it, that's cool. But this is what I like. So I'm gonna just give you a little bit of that. And so I love Smart Guy, and not even to the point where in the past, like I still watch Smart Guys on Disney Plus. I watch it right now. Like Smart Guy's amazing. Mo should. By the way, y'all dropped the ball, Disney, on Mo. Mo is one of the greatest characters in anything. Mo should have had his own show. Mo is hilarious. So, by the way, that just had to throw that out there. So yeah, I was just, just throw that out. Like
side note.
Try to know, Mo, and Taj Mowry's that guy.
Yeah.
And he's short and he's smart. And I'm like a short guy. And I was like, I guess I know something. So I was like, let me just, throw that out there,
And then a little bit later you say, I'm sorry, your bars be faker than a Ken doll. Like, what? I'll be listening. I appreciate
it.
I'll be picking up on it. So, like I said, you got a lot of video game references. Just to step away from music for a bit, what is your most favorite video game, and why do they inspire your bars?
Hey,
or should I say, what is the number one video game that inspires your bars?
Whew, that's wild. Some of my favorite video games, for one, is like Pokemon, but like Pokemon Emerald, to sum it up, of all the Pokemon games. That's my favorite. One of my favorite games, Pokemon Emerald. Super Mario World, Jet Set Radio Future is one of my favorite games. Sleeping Dogs, Ghost of Tsushima. Sleeping Dogs is so great.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that game is so slept on.
It is. It's ridiculous, and it needs to come back. And they about to make a movie of it. So
I saw that.
That's crazy. So, as far as one of the main games out of those that inspire my bros, I would have to say, either Jet Set Radio Future or Pokemon Emerald. And I say Pokemon because it relates to me, as in, the main story, Ash Ketchum, like he's a young kid that goes off on his own on a journey by himself, no parents or nothing, just his Pokemon and a few friends that meet along the way. That's my journey. Like, I was in and out of foster homes. I was in the world by myself as a kid, and just trying to find my way, battling monsters and stuff, making allies and friends, and gaining experiences, leveling up. So I feel like that's why I got so many Pokemon references and Pokemon songs, is because that's what I relate to. And I really feel like I'm a Pokemon trainer on a quest to catch them all. And I be saying like these dreams, I'm trying to catch them all, because I am, you know,
Right.
and, you know, battling monsters, leveling up, catching, you know, I feel like the Pokemon I'm collecting is like the memories and the accolades and the badges. It's like, yo, these are milestones I made in my career. Like, I really parallel that. And Jet Set Radio Future, because like, it's like, because it connects me to my grandma in a moment in time, and it just really resonates with me. But like the coolness and the abstract of it and how it looks, and the soundtrack, and you skating and you riding power lines, it's just like imaginative dreamy, you know, imagination, fantasy. It's just like a mixture of all that, and that's what I represent with my music. So that really connects with me, you know. So I think about a lot of these when I'm making songs and stuff like that, because I'm like, I'm gonna do this in rhythm and in like music form though.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so since we spoke about Vibe with the Blue, let's get into one of my favorite tracks by SkyBlew, Vibe with the Blue. Don't go anywhere.
Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. I'm 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, leg guy propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still never shrink in the frame, ever blink in the rain. It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds, think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe, tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do, come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Listening to Overseas Dreams.
Every night I dream about the everlasting sunshine, sunshine, yeah. Destiny was calling, I was walking on sunshine, sunshine. Everything is everything, life is what you make it. It's a jungle outside, just a little updated. Good outweighs the bad, I stopped keeping tabs. Gray skies on repeat, but the storm never lasts. Had to tell myself it gets better, it's inevitable. There's gonna be some bad weather. Flying through the air, feeling light as a feather. I touch a few lives, I consider it a pleasure. They power in my music, looking for the treasure. Yeah, so here's another gem for good measure. Battling these dark nights, see pleasure in my sanity, trying to keep it together. Don't stray, take the sunshine away. Please stay, take the sunshine away. Every day I wake up with an obstacle to climb. Yet I overcome, now the stars all align. Dark skies never last, soon the moon will escape. The rain on my parade and take my sunshine away. Keep your head up, yeah, yeah, I know you're fed up. Grinding all my life, put the city on my back, put the world on my shoulder and the boulder in my lap. Like Molder when I rap, know the truth is out there. People look to me for guidance, so life isn't fair. Better have perseverance, never sell your soul for a clearance. That's right. Beauty runs deeper than appearance. Always move forward, even through interference. Let your light shine, show the glow from your spirit. Some may ignore, but the real is gonna hear it. The world might end, but I don't fear it. I know I did my part, send a message to your heart. Shine the light in the dark, there was love in his heart. Chasing daylight, time to heal these scars.
Don't stray, take my sunshine away. Please stay, take my sunshine away.
Every day I wake up with an obstacle to climb. Yet I overcome, now the stars all align. Dark skies never last, soon the moon will escape. The rain on my parade and take my sunshine away. I'll take my sunshine.
Keep dreaming.
Dream on, yeah. Hey. Dream on, dream weaver, I maintain. Think I'm getting too eager. Why time slips through our hands, need a breather. Try to find balance, these waves much deeper. Fly to the sun, hurt the grass, much greener sky. Vibrant, every color has a feature. High above the stars, excuse my demeanor. I've been wide awake, not much of a sleeper. Shy guy full of ambition and intrigue. My mind's in another zone, check the meters. Why Mother Nature blow kisses, tease a lie. In grass fields, counting clouds from a greener sky. Space and fabrics of time, dream weaver. I hope I make it through them gates. Your redeemer try to come soon. Here's a tune through the speakers by. They say sleep is the cousin of death. I can't relate to the norm, recounting my steps. Every breath I reflect on my next two. Better think smart, life's a chess move. True, okay, yeah. Lifestyles of the broken, nameless is better than famous. That's all I know. I'm true to blue, I can say that. Shameless, I'm far from brainless, and all y'all know. Dreaming, dream weaver. I dream on, dream weaver. I dream on, dream weaver. I dream weaver. What? Soundscapes, what my dreams on. Gotta put my team on. Change from the beginning like a season 2 theme song. Cold world, keep warm, you've been warned. Crazy when they quote lines, and it's one of mine. This just the beginning of my story, like once upon a time. I'm waiting for the sun to shine through these dark days, showing them how to persevere the smart way. Never let them tell you what you can't do. Waving guns in your videos, boy, that ain't you. Gas them up like they flame, but it ain't true. I elevated, not the same dude. I paint the sky blue. They say you ain't like them other guys in the clouds. With my love, she my lady butterfly. Here's a tune till you reach the moon. Last lullaby, what am I? A mortal man trying to nullify stereotypes. I write answers, certified spiritual flow. I said hello from the other side. I revised other styles, made them urbanized. Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
Keep dreaming.
That's right, you're still tuned in to Overseas Dreams. This is still Show 36. I am still your girl, the official Melody. He is still your guy, SkyBlew. We just finished listening to the Dream Weaver. Let's talk about that for a minute. Like, where did that come from? What inspired that? Yeah.
Keep dreaming, you know. That's something I stand on, and I know you can relate to that, Overseas Dreamer.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep plugging that, you know.
I appreciate that.
Because I talk about dreams, and one of my aliases, I'm the Colorful Dreamer, and a lot of times, like I said, it ties into saying all the elements that go into my music, and that's like weaving something. You know, you're creating something, you quilting, you know, making a quilt or some kind of garb or whatever. It's like weaving all my dreams and ideas and aspirations goes into these songs and how I carry out my journey. And so I think that song was perfectly, it relates to that, you know, perfectly covers all aspects of how I view things and how not only my dreams, but also how I'm trying to achieve those dreams, process of achieving those dreams, and how I'm going to maneuver through those dreams. Like, life's a chess move, better think smart, life's chess move, you know, thinking steps ahead, because that's how you're going to get to where you're going to get to, is you got to be strategic in it. And that's, I think that song is, shout out to Sleeping Awake, my bro who produced it, and shout out to my guy Ernie at Blurred Without Fear, because that's his official intro and outro on his YouTube channel. He's like a Blurred, but he covers he covers like different topics like comics, video games, manga, stuff like that. And I didn't even expect him to use it. He just was a fan of my music because he's the fan and supported it. He was like, I want to make this the outro. And I was like, okay. And my video on YouTube of the Dream Weaver that Sleeping Awake put together, it's an AMV with a lot of different animes, Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that, and it's really cool how he did it. He's like one of the illest. Like most of the comments like, yo, Blur Without Fear brought me here, Blur Without Fear brought me here, Blur Without Fear brought me here. So yeah, shout out to Blur Without Fear for that. But that's one of my favorite songs too. So I think it's really me being experimental as well, which is also weaving dreams, because it's like, you know, I'm trying out different things and seeing what works and creating the grand picture that I'm trying to, you know, paint with it. So I think that, you know, that really resonates with me. It's like, you know, dream weaver, dream on, you know, that's what I do.
So you said you want to start performing it. Like, what's your go-to set, or what are your favorite songs to perform?
Yo, stuff like cause I keep, you know, dropping new music, but everything don't really make, I have to try them out first. A lot of songs I keep in mind when I'm making them, like, oh, this is gonna hit hard when I perform them. So, you know, songs that I just keep a rotation is like my Slice of Life, my Nefe Lobatas, Jazz Spaceman's, Desi Walk, which is a newer song, but like that song took off, so that's one of my go-to. Light Switch, shout out to Navo the Maestro.
Light Switch.
You know, Light Switch is, you heard it here first. That song right there is gonna be one of my career defining songs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just pay attention, and you, when the announcement happens, you're gonna go back to this interview and go to something stuff I said early, and you're gonna be like, oh wow, he was dropping some gem. You know, I was kind of like, you know, putting some clues out there. But just know that song is gonna really be one of my career songs, so that's a blessing. Well, yeah, so kind of like those, some songs like that. Friendly Skies, How About Sunday, I put that in rotation.
Yes.
That's kind of like some of my go-to songs, and stuff like HMO4. Shout out to Sublime Cloud. That's my brother. He that's a Pokemon inspired song. And especially when I do cons, conventions, anime conventions, video game conventions, that song really hits with them. They love that song. And yeah, those are a few of just my off the top songs that's like always kind of like in a rotation. And then depending on the project, oh yeah, Beam Me Up, Scotty. That's one of my, that's a newer song, but that is one of my favorite songs. I feel like over time people have been picking that song up, but not because I made the song. I think that song is amazing. That is one of my favorite songs. It's fun, it feel good, the groove, it don't sound like nobody else's song. I'm really proud of that song. That is a really great song. And so that's a song I keep in rotation as well. So
absolutely. And if you didn't catch the show from the beginning, Beat Me Up Scotty is the very first song that we started with, so go back and listen. And I really hope y'all are feeling every single song on this show. You know what, forget that, you will, because you either vibe with the blue or you don't, so
that's the only way it can go, you know?
Absolutely.
Humbly.
So are you working on anything right now? Well, okay, that's a stupid question. You always working on something. What are you working on right now that you can talk about?
Oh man, y'all about to get the exclusive. I know they've been asking me for like a year straight, and I never go that long without dropping music. By the way, like usually
I need to be like you.
You know, you know, trying to keep it in the motions going. But like, you know, after the last 2 years, I had slowed down and stuff because I was just like changing some things and making sure I'm where I want to be mentally, physically, spiritually, and all that. So I got that even more locked in, and so the music is going to represent that even more than it has. That's why Keys of Light sounded like it sounded,
right?
Because it represented, you know, it represented an evolution in me as a person in many ways. So I didn't drop nothing last year, and I didn't even realize that. I ain't dropped nothing. That's crazy. So I was like, I got to make up for it. So this year, I'm getting exclusively, y'all about to get like at least 5 projects. You know, like,
the boys working. He be cooking.
like I aiming to get them 3 full length and maybe like 2 or 3 EPs, and even EPs are gonna be like 6 to 8 tracks. And most of these are done, by the way, so I ain't just talking.
Oh he say he ain't just talking mess. He about to put the projects where his mouth is.
Yup. And that's exclusive, by the way, that y'all hearing it first. So I know y'all been asking me, I've been kind of like dropping little hints, but like, yeah, so and y'all gonna be getting something soon, actually, finally. Like one of the first projects is coming out soon, as a matter of fact.
You just gonna say soon?
Yeah, soon.
You're not gonna tell the people when?
Yep.
You're not gonna say like March, April, May, June, July, August. You're just gonna let us just wait for it.
Yeah,
that's a tease.
Just know that something might spring up. Something might spring up at any point.
You're just gonna drop like unannounced, like Beyonce. I'm
You know,
here for it.
You know what I'm saying? If you can read between the lines, or listen between the lines, just know that something might spring up soon.
Soon, very soon, very very soon. So without further ado, you got something you wanna preview for us?
Oh, we doing that?
Yeah, I know you didn't think that you was gonna do this and not get on the mic.
Yeah, I can premiere a little something for
You
y'all
can.
exclusively. Let me get y'all.
Bet. So while he cues that up, y'all about to hear something exclusive. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere because we coming right back.
Yeah. Check it out, like, yeah. Jazz it up, like, paint the sky blue. It's like coffee at sunrise. I don't even drink it. Scotty named to beat that, and I don't overthink it. Just ink it or bringing hope to America. If we don't like it, Badu, listen to Erica. I got neo soul, fighting ages in the matrix. Way above the clouds where we take this. Artists for the people, lighting up the darkness, writing to brighten this mental carcass. Well prepared for the storm. I perform in the poncho. Destiny was searching for way before John Cho. Didn't want to be another John Doe, blending with the masses, penning up a classic, ascending through these stratus clouds. About to write my name in them. Every song put my hopes, joy, and my pain in them. Guitar strings symbolizing our dream, transforming mind through rhymes. Even the stars scream in amazement. Time flies where the days went. A rose grows in the pavement. Diamonds in the rough, we shine despite circumstances. That life advances that'll hurt your chances of success. Make the most out of less, we are blessed. Used to blow smoke for the stress, I confess. Now I paint skies, words to the wise. Who say we can't rise? Who say we can't rise? You'll be surprised. Mission in my eyes, the vision on the rise. Mission been revised, don't listen to the lies. I advise you to play these rhymes at sunrise. Yeah, like play these rhymes at sunrise. Yeah, you can see this dream in my sun eyes. Well, I ain't even got a son. I meant to say you can see this dream in sun eyes, Yeah, just got it royal.
So, first of all, cause I heard the Badu listen to Erica. So what's the name of that track?
So it's like coffee at sunrise, but it's like I'm gonna revise it. It's gonna be like coffees and rhymes at sunrise. So that's like exclusive. That's produced by the bro Scotty Royal. That's exclusively my first project that's gonna come out. I say it might spring up soon as a soulful taste of jazz, a Royal Blue experience. So that's me and Scotty Royal. He produced all the songs, and it's got like a lot of jazzy, soulful songs on it and everything like that. So that's a little sneak preview of that right there. So that's what.
There you go. Don't ask him for nothing else.
That's it. That's all you get.
That's all you get until it comes out. Don't ask him for nothing else. That's what's up, though. I love that. Definitely ready to hear more. But like I said, that's all y'all get for now. That's all I get for now. So hey. But yeah, that's what's up. What specifically inspired that particular track, and how do your collabs be coming about?
What inspired this one is this particular song is because, like I said, I was like coffee at sunrise. I don't even drink it. Scotty named the beat that. I ain't overthink it, just ink it. Because that's what he named the beat, and it just sound like that. It's like really chill, jazzy. Like it's a very chill hop, jazz hop kind of song. And I was like, yo, I grew with this, so I'm gonna just kind of like play off of that. And it was just like one of those where I was just like, I'm gonna just kind of like, like do my thing, kind of just like vibe out, kind of like almost like it's like skating a little bit on it, just kind of like the way, where I'm trying to coast on the beat a little bit, And I think it was one of those ones where I was just like, I'm about to get in my jazz hop bag and chill hop bag on this particular song, and I'm just kind of go with the flow. So like, if it sounds like it could have been an extension of Dreams, Tsunami, and Jazzier Days.
Right.
Like it literally sounds like the beat and the melody and the song just sounds like you know, if they post a picture of it, it's gonna show like it's gonna be a cup of coffee or something like that. So I was like, all right, that's kind of how I'm gonna do that with that one, and yeah, and you know, a lot of the collabs come together. Shout out to my bro Scotty Royal. I feel like a lot of this stuff comes together organically, or we meet online. But like some of the people, a good amount of people I collab with the most are like my brothers. They're like really close friends and stuff like that. People I came up with and I believe in and stuff. And Scotty's one of those people where I met him through a beat battle I was judging in Greensboro, and like they had me judge a beat battle, and like he didn't win that one, but from the first beat alone, I was like, this is like 2015, I think. I was like, yo, who is this? This guy's crazy, you know. And we started working from there, and we've dropped 2 projects since then, full length, which is the Royal Blue Reverie, then the Royal Blue Eccentrics, and now this is the next one, A Soulful Taste of Jazz. So, you know, it comes together if it's somebody I really like groove with and vibe with, and not only on the music tip, but as a person. Like, these are good people, you know, so I try to fill people out. Even before we did the interview, we was talking back and forth. I was like, it's mad cool, you know? Yeah. I was like, yeah, when I like vibe with you, when like vibe with the Blue, it's just gonna come together like that. And so that's how a lot of the, and I'm always trying to collab with different people reach out or something, and we do songs and here and there and stuff like that. But like, as far as full length, it's like it's more than just like a few dope beats. I gotta feel the person out and see if I even, you know, if we're on the same wavelength. And you know, and with Scotty Royal, he's one of those people that I was like, yeah, we definitely on the same wave. His beats are like paintings. So like, beam me up, Scotty. Like, you know, there's a lot going on in there in his beats, and I was just like, a lot going on in the songs I make. So it just meshed together. So we just come together for like this abstract painting, you know. So, yeah.
That's what's up. Y'all be sure not to go anywhere. We about to get into this next track called Stardance Serenade. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked.
You want to take me to the stars, you say? Okay, I'm ready.
Sherry Amore, how would you like to be treated? This earth is full of evil, but your spirit can defeat it. My secret tuxedo love, I'm dressed for the occasion. Guardians protect us in this land of the forsaken. Into your world, I'm with it, whatever. No matter the weather, we in it together. From mountains to hills, cannot be severed, connected to tethering. You are the treasure, dancing on the stars. Your light as a feather, love. External hard drive, let's save this moment forever. Universe in your eyes, galaxy threaded dress, gleaming, dreaming under moonlight. I must confess, your beauty is mesmerizing, hypnotizing how you sway. Here's a serenade, customized just for you. Let's dance on the stars while the moon shines bright. Take my hand, hold it tight, radiate my dream delight. Grab a handful of stars. All that matters is today. We'll worry about tomorrow if it comes, but for now we will dance on the stars. Let's dance on the stars. There's no worries where we are. Let's dance, love, we on the sun. I think we on the sun. I think we on the sun. I think we on. Let's dance on the stars. Dance on the stars. Let's dance on the stars. The universe is ours. Let's dance, love. I think we on the sun. I think we on the sun. I think we on. Let's fly, let's fly, let's go, let's go, let's ride, ride slow, how high? Oh no, our life so low. You were so in love, but
listening to Overseas Dreams.
Rolling through the roads of life, the time stolen. Mama, I don't want to be broken no more. Oh, no more. Oh, no. On days like this, Granny told me it'd be days like this. I knew it'd be days like this. It'd be days like. Looking to the sky while she blew me a kiss. We only die when the will to live cease to exist. And on these days like this, I just bask in the essence. Life's but a dream, situations, see some lessons. Girl, you a blessing, I don't want you to leave. Fruit of the tree, Adam couldn't live without Eve. Though this world full of sin keeps us trapped in the mind frame complacent. We living in a smaller time frame. And blue so cold, I'm the ice king, looking for adventure. The times we remember what matters the most and bear stories from the wise. I don't need a soap opera for the days of our lives. World full of lies, so the dreamers gotta rise. Looking out for my pupils, see it in my eyes still I fantasize about the brighter days. Yeah, I need them right away. So this one's on me, no charge. Passes behind me, bon voyage. I'm chilling on my cloud somewhere out of Dodge. And this time I decided to lodge. That I wanna let go. Yeah, I knew it'd be days like this. That I wanna let go. Yeah, she told me it'd be days like this. That I wanna let go. Yeah, I knew it'd be days like this. That I wanna let go. All them nights that I spend up in the shelter makes my appreciation for this life better. So I don't sweat her like a bad Christmas gift. Painting, moving pictures, I don't rap this a gif. You in the presence of Carolina's finest. Alabama born through the storm, they still behind us. Rolling through the deep tides, Adele can tell. Could've had it all right until my nails swell. Oh well, I keep my head up, never gonna let up. Plotting on this dream, though it seemed like a setup. I get up, look, never let them see you fall. When you down, I'll stand for us all. You know who to call, Ghostbuster, original, spirit detective. Scratching the surface, you defective. Objectify my altitude, thank you for the gratitude. Ready for whatever, like an attitude that'll do. This one's on me, no charge. Passes behind me, bon voyage. I'm chilling on my cloud somewhere out of Dodge. And this time, decided to lodge, yeah. To lodge, yo. To lodge, bon voyage. Yeah. Flow so solid as a rock on. Why they throwing stones in the glass home? Got a throne made of limestone, they were rhinestones, check the time stone. I'm fossilized bones, cause I'm ahead of my time. Presently, I'm a memory. My past rhymes crystallized imagery. Look, indignant style, I'm cooling in the center of the earth. Food for thought, let me heat it up first way. Let me start on a clean slate. Only man wide awake in a dream state. Fantasize about a house in Japan with the marble floors. Before I'm chalked out, bored in the morgue, oh lord. Horse G-Shock, watch, I don't need a rollie. Only few know me. Pour me up a bowl of fruity pebbles, then pedal to the metal. Don't take life for granted, they making deals with the devil, but not us. Sands of time I can't trust. Won't spin infinity stone, the snap of a finger, we could be dust. I live for the rush, was formed underground, metamorphic. The surface was lush, so I bust through. The underdogs rejoice. Pounds and peace signs, clap for you boys. Pounds and peace signs, clap for you boys. Pounds and peace signs, had to hit 'em with it 3 times. Made diamonds out of coal, I'ma speak mines. Tunnels full of shrines, gems let it shine. The mountain we climb, getting better with time. Never see a decline, never. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I chew, I'm blessed, I need some tissue. Just a joke, but the critics gonna run with it. Magazines, newspapers, I'm done with it. Submitting all night to these blog sites for years with no response. These rappers all hype, chasing dollar bills with no skills. Head over heels, I guess auto-tune pay the bills. What a real. Play your cards right, invest in stock. My sticker's glossy, stuck the clock, so it's my time. Cut it out, you ain't razor sharp. Stamp the envelope, let a mail share his art. Rest in peace, Tony Stark's got a hero's heart. Life's a movie, feeling like I know every part. I'm a product of Sonic and J-Man comics. Making cardboard forts, my harmonics are atomic. The bomb, slice your life in these tracks. Friends be the first to put a knife in your back. Snip away the fake ones, then rejoice. Pounds and peace signs, clap for your boys.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
We just heard Rock, Paper, Scissors, super smooth. So you know what inspired that outside of the game Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Yo, first of all, shout out to my brother Sublime Cloud. That is my ace right there. And those last 3 songs are all produced by him on our projects. We do Destin, the Realization, Destin, the Rebirth, and Destin. The Revolutions, that's Evolution, and Destin, the Realization, and all that. And I get real experimental with his stuff because a lot of our music that we do together are more like we have a subgenre of music. One day it's gonna be a full theme. I got like painting the sky blue, but me and his subgenre is called adventure music. So we make music for people to go on adventures on, to go do things, and that's why a lot of vloggers use our music. They travel and do different things with it because we make music to make people get up and just go on adventures and experience life and try different things and stuff. And so that's why our music is very adventurous. We try sounds and different things that you don't hear nobody else do. Like most people are here, be like, I want to know what to do with that, or like I want to went in that direction. Yeah. But like we have fun, like Star Dance Serenade. We talking about dancing on the stars, and it's like a musical manga. Literally, that album is a musical manga. We got voice acting. That's why the chick, the Caramel Cookies at the beginning, is doing voice acting. And we have like, narrations and different things. So we're actually making our own musical manga. It's an anime, and it's the soundtrack. Then got Bon Voyage, SkyBlew, and then Rock, Paper, Scissors. Is that song was made because if you, you know, really pay attention to it, not only is it rock, paper, scissors like the game, but the whole first verse is based on types of rocks, and the second verse is types of paper and then scissors. So the first verse, flow so solid as a rock on, why they throwing stones in a glass home, got a throne made of limestone, they were rhinestones, check the time stone on fossilized bones, cause I'm ahead of my time, presently I'm a memory, my past rhymes crystallized imagery, igneous style, I'm cooler than the center of the earth, food for thought, let me heat it up first, wait, let me start on a clean slate, only man wide awake in a dream state, fantasize about a house in Japan with the marble floors before I'm chalked out, board in the morgue. So all those are types of rocks and stones and stuff like that.
So if you ever need countertops in your home, he can tell you the material. I feel like I just came out of a science class with the granite and the
You know, hey,
brother is educated. He's got a dictionary in his brain. You know what? I F with it though. I F with it. That's dope.
I appreciate it. It's, you know, then the second verse is going into one of those. I haven't got to perform that song with a crowd yet. That album came out, like even the Star Dance Serenade, that Destiny Realization, we know that's going to be one of our big albums, but I know a lot of times, sometimes it takes them a while to catch on things, and I know that album is going to end up taking off, but I especially that chorus, like rock, paper, scissors, you know, I wrote it with the vision of the crowd, because I'm like, I'm gonna split them up in 3 sections. You're gonna be the rock, y'all gonna be paper, y'all gonna be scissors, and then y'all gonna turn to each other and be actually doing it. So we want to connect people, you know, our shows and our fans in general, our fam that support us. They're, you know, I want to connect them in different ways, no matter where y'all from. And that is something that'll be cool. People turning to each other, doing rock, paper, scissors, and they're chanting it. I was like, that is gonna be stupid live performance. I can't wait to do that with a crowd. But then, you know, the second verse is like paper and stuff. That's why just how chew I'm blessed, I need a tissue, just a joke, but the critics gonna run around it, magazines, newspapers, I'm done with it, submitting all nice to these blog sites for years, no response, you know. So it's like different types of paper, and then I go into like, you know, chasing dollar bills and, you know, pay bills, all kind of stuff. So like, yeah, so I just wanted to be kind of experimenting with like concepts and you know, and making whole songs off those concepts, but also making it fun and memorable, you know.
This dude is mad creative.
Hey,
He made a whole verse dealing with rocks and a whole nother verse dealing with paper. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Hey, yo, Melody's fire, by the way. So y'all pay attention.
Oh, don't tell them
I ain't
that.
just saying.
Don't
so
tell them
you never
that.
know. You never know.
Oh, tell them that. Go ahead and tell them that.
Yeah, you know, so why not? You know, you never know if you hear us together on some stuff. So
Listen, and the crazy thing, you say that I've only well, post college, I've only worked with maybe 2 people. Yeah, I'm real particular about who I work. I would absolutely work with you, but like sometimes people be like, "Yo, we got to collab," and I'm just like, "It's probably never gonna happen because you don't keep in touch, or like we just going in 2 different directions or whatever." But yeah, you know, you never know. That would be really dope, though.
it would.
That would be really dope.
Yeah, I think we can make something dope together. Sure. So
All right, now
Yeah.
y'all heard it here first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Something drop.
Yep.
And you hear my voice.
Mhm.
He said it.
Yep. Check her out. I'm not just saying that. So.
I appreciate that. Let me go back to the beginning real quick. You said you started off writing poetry.
Mhm.
What even inspired you to write poetry? Because for me personally, I hated poetry. Like when I was younger, I thought it was all Shakespearean and that wasn't me.
Yeah.
So I never saw myself doing it until I did it, obviously, to things that were more relatable. So what was your inspiration? Like, oh, I just want to write a poem, see how it goes, or you started journaling first?
It was like people around me that was always telling me I'm a good writer. And like my teachers were always, that's why I say like colorful dreams, because my teachers growing up, they would just be like, you got a vivid imagination. I was kind of like zoned out and stuff like that, not paying much attention, but I was paying attention, but I was in my own mind. And then when it was time to write something, whether it's a story or something like that, they said, your imagination is vivid, very vivid. You like
Very
colorful.
vivid.
So I was like, and then they, you know, it was people around me that were telling me to write poems. It wasn't really in me to do it, but like Mr. Baldwin, who was my mentor, he would be like, "Write, because when he told me to write some poems, and I would write them, how they would come out, it was like painting a picture, and they knew it was from the heart." And then Miss Lockhart, which was my after school in high school poetry teacher, she was the main one that was on me about it. And she was just like, "No, you are a writer, and you should really do this. If you stay out of the streets and stay out of getting in trouble, and you just focus on this, I am telling you, you are a writer." So it was mainly people around me that was telling me to just write poems and stuff. And before even when I didn't want to do it, I would do it, and I would perform in front of class and stuff, and they loved it. And then before you know it, I'm telling myself at home like, "I ain't about to do this." So I don't feel like doing it. Before you know it, I'm writing it. And I'm like, "Oh snap, I got a whole notebook of poems and stuff."
Wow.
And then I end up getting one of my poems published in a book that they did for the school and everything like that.
Say
So,
word?
yeah, it was cool, man. It was really cool. So, and before you know it, I was doing that, and that turned into battling people at school. And then that turned into
Annihilating in the lunchroom.
And then from there, and now it's still poetry what I'm doing, because if you take the beat off and I just perform it, it's going to sound like poems,
Right.
but just rhythmically, so.
Absolutely.
And
I
my
love
grandma, rest in peace, loves my poetry, so she was adamant about staying true to that, which is another reason I don't even curse in my music, because she supported it and said, "You don't need to use all these vulgar words. You don't have to. You can tell a story. You're smarter than that. You can tell a story without that. That's just filler." And that's why now you hear my music, it don't have no curse. It ain't because I'm like, "Oh, I'm Will Smith." It's like, nah, it's because I'm just like, I don't have to, and I'm doing it in honor of her. So I was like, I can get my story across without that, and now everybody can listen to it. That's why I could send music for radio and be like, "Yeah, send me the clean version." I was like, I just did.
It's all clean, yeah.
I already did.
I was gonna actually bring that up, because that is definitely one thing I noticed earlier. I was like, he doesn't cuss in his music, which I don't either. Because personally for me, I'm like, R&B doesn't really need it. There are singers that can cuss very smoothly, and it just hurts your soul. It's like that was so smooth. And then others is just not as smooth for me. I just feel like I wouldn't be smooth enough. Yeah. So like I can definitely appreciate that you don't. I think like your grandmother said, that's filler. Wow, I like that, and I respect it very much. I was like, he doesn't cuss in his music. It's really nice though, because you're very lyrical, and all the other words you use, it's like you study the dictionary. You don't even need to cuss in your music if you want to.
Hey, I appreciate that, for real. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So everybody can listen to it too. I got parents that's like, it ain't like I'm making music for kids. No, it's parents like, I play this for my kids on trips or in general, and they love it and stuff, and they can leave and not have to worry about what the kids listening to. So it's like it's connecting the parents with kids too. It's connecting everybody, because they can just put it on and everybody can enjoy it and not have to worry about what I'm saying in it.
That's awesome. Did you start off cussing in your music?
Very much so.
Got you.
I was young. Let's not forget, I was Young Millionaire coming. I wasn't a Young Millionaire, but I'm saying I was named Young Millionaire. I was coming straight from Alabama. I had my grill and everything like that. So that tells you what you need to know right there. So that adjustment came after having my whole epiphany, not midlife crisis. It was like a young life crisis, but a lot of stuff happened. I was homeless, grandma died, all kind of stuff. And it just all went into forming SkyBlew. A lot went into forming who I am and how I do what I do. And I thought the whole thing out 2 steps ahead. It was like, that's why I say 2 steps and chess moves, because I thought everything out and how I put that together. So.
That's what's up, and it's really, really dope. So if you got kids, his music is all clean and still dope, because I get the misconception, if you don't cuss in your music, you ain't hard. Scratch that. Dude is dope. super dope. All right, so I think my last question for you right now is, out of all the songs that you sent me, or matter of fact, out of all the songs in your entire catalog, if you had to just pick one, which one is your favorite? And don't include the unreleased stuff, because you might have new favorites in the next few months, weeks, years.
Oh man.
I know.
Man.
Okay,
man.
top
Okay.
3, no order. I know that probably doesn't make it any easier for you.
Nefe Labata,
Okay.
for sure. That might be one of my favorite songs ever, actually. But Nefe Labata, I think maybe Beam Me Up, Scotty.
Okay. Once again, we started with that, so y'all go
Yeah,
back to the
Beam-
beginning of the show.
Beam Me Up, Scotty. Why can't it be 5?
Okay, 5. No
Okay.
order. 5.
Beam Me Up, Scotty. Destiny Plotting, absolutely. That song is, one day that's gonna be my song. A big song for me. Light Switch. And for many reasons, I dropped hints early. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a career song for me. Just letting y'all
Okay.
know, right? I keep telling y'all hints. That's going to be
He
a
told
career.
y'all.
And not just later. I'm talking about this year. You're gonna
2023.
see this song take off for me. So, which is a blessing. Shout out to Navo the Maestro, my brother.
Yes.
And I think another song would have to be either Daydreaming in the Detention or Galaxy Walk, or it's gonna be a strong tie with them, but maybe I'll top it off on Bon Voyage SkyBlew, because I think that is a very unique song, and me and Sublime kept saying that's one of them songs that it's ahead of its time, so later they're gonna really realize what that song is. It's different, what I'm talking about, how I approached it, how he made the beat is really cool. So those are some of my favorite songs. But if I had to I picked a few of them, because it's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
But because I have different songs that are favorites to me for different reasons. But if I had to cap it off at one, it would probably be Nefe Labata, because that's my original song that really took off for me, and like it finally hit like 80,000 YouTube views and stuff. That's a blessing. Shout out to my bro Backdraft that produced it, and that song is kind of crazy. And because not just because I did it, but I think overall the beat, how I approached it, the lyricism, the idea, it's crazy. People love that song, so that's probably one of my favorite songs, absolutely. But it's hard to pick, but I picked quite a few.
It's okay. I know picking one is not really easy, especially with a catalog as large as yours. So we're gonna get into these last 2 songs. First and foremost, Good Vibes, and then we're coming back momentarily, and then we're gonna close out. So y'all don't go anywhere. Good Vibes up next.
SkyBlew come through with the good vibes. Come through with the vibes. Unique on the keys with the good vibes. Yeah. Good vibes worldwide.
Words looking hopeless, yet I remain focused. My heart's where I wrote this, 'cause I got this vibes inside. Nothing will break my stride. I just let fate decide. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.
New day, new me. Pen meet the loose leaf. Enjoying the cool breeze. Expanding the lore in my land of make believe. Feel like God forsaken me mistakenly. Trapped in a world smothered in darkness. Powers that be contribute to the heartless. Regardless, let me start this track. Gaining insight from every misstep. Yep. Living and learning, desire still burning. Watching my surroundings, profound in discernment. Destiny promise, first you gotta earn it. Trying to keep my head straight, you would think I permed it. All natural, my style's organic. While masses of citizens gasping in panic. How can we manage? The world's ending, unified fear, that's what they intended. Be the light despite the circumstances. Life gotta reset, rarely get second chances. Don't take that for granted. My last quote chanted. Current thoughts flow like the Atlantic. Magical enchanted. All about love like a hopeless romantic. Peace for the frantic. Bad vibes, I rebuke those. Bad vibes, I rebuke those. Bringing change to the world. Here's a few pearls. Consider this song a referral. Yeah, we gon' make it to the top of the world and never come down. Let's groove through the night. Rejuvenate light. Here's a little something for your life. Yeah, can't give up the fight. No, no. Our people in fright, trying to make it through the daylight.
Can you tell me something good? I could really use some good vibes. Just what I like. Tell me
positive views. They want us to lose, I refuse. Rather choose light, God on my side. They'd rather we divide, but never will I hide. Seeking to find something greater with these words on this paper. I labor for nature, skater. Stay grinding, sun up to sundown. All my brothers in the hood, put the guns down. Products of environment, status quo is our real folks. Sell souls for dough and still broke. Mislead with the nonsense. Social media toxic comments. Better put a lock on your conscience. Respect your spirit. The chosen will hear it and guard your heart. My dearest apologies if you don't see my views. But losing my vision is something that I refuse. I give my people hues. Every color paint a picture. 2020 clarity reveals at the fissure. My fan weather the quakes, I'm here with ya. Cracks are milestones in the minds of victors. Bad vibes, I rebuke those. Bad vibes, I rebuke those. Bringing change to the world. Here's a few pearls. Consider this song a referral. Yeah, we gon' make it to the top of the world and never come down. Let's move through the night, rejuvenate life. Here's a little something for your life. Yeah, can't give up the fight. No, no, our people in front trying to make it through the daylight.
Can you tell me something good? I could really use some good vibes. Just what I like. Tell me something good. I could really use some good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes, vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Can you tell me something good? Good vibes, good vibes. Tell me something good. Good vibes, good vibes. Tell me something good. Good vibes, good vibes. Can you tell me something good?
SkyBlew come through with the good vibes. Come through with the vibes. Unique on the keys with the good vibes. Yeah. Good vibes worldwide.
You're still tuned in to Overseas Dreams. We not done yet. We just finished listening up to Good Vibes. And for our last track, we're getting into 3D paintings IMAX. But before that, please talk about Keys of Light with Navo the Maestro. I'm telling you, I definitely still bump that in my car straight from Bandcamp.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that is your most recent album so far, even though he told y'all he about to come out with something just one day, just spring it up on you.
Yep.
But yeah, how did that collab happen? How did that project come about? Because it does sound different than some of your other stuff. So like, how did that project just come about?
Well, Keys of Light, shout out to my brother Navo the Maestro. He's been behind the scenes with us for quite a while. Like, he's my brother, he's a good friend for years and stuff, and he just was supporting. Then he started, he's a keyboard player and stuff, grew up in the church and everything like that. He got that soul when he playing them keys. And he would like play for me on shows, so people would see him like playing keys for me at shows and different things like that. And he'd be behind the scenes like kind of helping on different things, or like playing different melodies, writing out different things and playing them out. And we was always talking about working together, and he's new to making beats. Like he made beats before with him and his brother and the Band Geeks and stuff. They made stuff, but this, he stopped for a while, and this was his first time like fully like I'm producing solo. This is me producing with the machine and everything like that. And he was working on a project, and he was sending me stuff for it, and I was like, this is dope. And then over time, and these aren't even the songs that made the project. These were just like songs that he sent, and he was just like working on a project. And then we was talking about like, yo, we gotta work together. And we was gonna end up doing an EP. And this was right when the COVID thing started, and we was locked down. And so we was like, man, I put a halt to a lot of the plans I had for the year. And we was just like, all right, well, let's just do some songs and make an EP. And once we started on it, we was like, like this is kind of crazy. And I say that to say this: the initial songs we started on didn't even make the project.
None of them?
Nah.
Wow.
So we was just like, when we start getting into the songs for like the project, is when it really took out, and we was like, all right, cool, okay, we just gonna do a few and see where it goes from. And before you know it, it was like, all right, we gotta do a full-length project. And he was coming back and forth because he don't stay far, so he coming back and forth. He's setting up stuff. He bringing his keys here right in the living room. He's playing out stuff, and we going through different ideas and stuff, and we jamming out. And that's why it has, that's why you hear so much chemistry in it. We work tight knit on it together. We coming back and forth. We, throwing ideas. We having deep conversations before it. We go into the arcade and we doing different things. And you know what I'm saying? That all went into this project. And we was just like, all right, we're going to do it like this. And we was like, it's different from other projects because the projects before then, like I did like Destined to Realization with Sublime Cloud, which is more adventurous, different things going on, and manga and all that. Then before that, we had Universal Journey with my bro DJ Raymay Leo. Shout out to Leo. And I'm talking about going to space and stuff. It's a whole album about going to space and different planets and stuff like that. So it was always adventurous. So I was like, I'm gonna take it back to hip hop. I'm gonna just go back to my just like hip hop bag, and I'm gonna just like get on some like ill joints. It's like more minimalistic, still a lot going on, but not as elaborate as the other stuff. Like even the stuff with Scotty, it's a lot going on. It's a painting, a lot going on. So I was like, for this one, I'm gonna just get to like more minimalistic, smooth, boom bap, kind of like jazzy hip hop with like scratchings, is different thing, like the spirit of hip hop. And I was like, I got a lot to say, so I felt like that album came to be because I was like, yo, they've been sleeping. I was like, I'm grateful for all the support that I have from my fam. They hold me down. They're amazing. And I was just like, as a whole, these people are sleeping on me, yo. So I was like, on this project, I'm gonna say everything I gotta say. I'm gonna just let it all out. That's why that whole album started off with like, why they still sleeping on it? I don't even know. These are conversations that we have, and like humbly, it's just like, yo, they, you would think, it would be doing a little more than this. I ain't trying to be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I was just thinking a little more support, but especially 919, they don't show no love like that in NC. But and shout out to the people that do, but as a whole, they don't really show no love like that. And so I was just like, yo, I'm gonna put it all into this project, bro. So I was like, we gonna go all out. And Don, aka Navo, was just like, yo, say whatever you gotta say, bro. He was like, just go ahead, let it out. And I was like, you sure? He's like, just say what you gotta say, man. He was like, I know you got a lot to say. Go ahead and let it out. I was like, all right, cool. So that's why that whole album is so much going on. I'm saying so much, more than I've ever said, actually, in lyricism and just like things, my observations, because let's not forget, I made that album in the course of 2020 and 21 when the world shut down.
Right. And
a lot of things I viewed in a lot of ways, I was just like, yo, I feel a certain way about a lot of stuff of how this is being handled. So it was like, and how people viewing things is just the state of the world. So I'm gonna just say it. So I'm gonna say everything. And also it was like, I feel, I came up with the concept of like, if y'all read the Bandcamp, and I be telling y'all, read the Bandcamp of these albums,
yeah.
The description and the story of each song, there a story. This is the actual story where is a narrative going on and lore. And so you'll see how it connects and the characters and what's being played out. And like, if you look at the cover, if you pay attention to what's going on the cover, you'll notice more going on to meets the eye anyway. You'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. And then you're like, oh, so is it this and is this and is this? Like, okay, cool. The layers in it. And then it's like, oh, there's a key, and there are people that's trapped behind this door, and there's this evil villain that's like, he's responsible for them and he's controlling them, and we're on the journey, on the road, let's travel to find this key and unlock this and help. It's a lot going on. So you'll hear like, oh, this dope song and stuff, but then you'll hear that's the narration in the album as well. You'll be like, oh wait, this is the actual story. There's more that meets the eye. So that's hook them in. That's why the first half is like more songs that's just like, oh, these are really good songs and like lyricism and dope beats and rhymes and stuff, and it catches the ear. Then out of nowhere, that's when they get real. Like halfway in, it's like, oh, boom, it changes. And then,
yeah.
That's what it's like. That's you reel them in, and then you like, I got them, this is what I gotta say, and they already hooked, they're gonna listen. So that was the whole thing, Keys of Light. So I was like, I'm proud of all my projects. That joint right there though, Keys of Light, that is a special project, and shout out to everybody that showed so much love for that project. And I think it's only just beginning, the genesis of this album, because this album is special, and I think we know this album is gonna be like one of the ones that really, really take off for us one day, soon. Yeah. Once again, pay attention to Light Switch, y'all. Y'all could be ahead of the curve. y'all could be the ones to be like, yo, we was here. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. One thing I noticed when I was listening to it for the first time, I was like, okay, you start off, you should be listening, and you end, you should be watching.
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
Why should I be watching? I'm already listening, but now why should I be watching?
Because that relates to not only you're listening to what's in the world, what's going on, what they're telling you, but it's like, should you be listening to it or should you be watching? But not all. But then, if we talking about the actual album, it was like you should be, because I say it's paintings, so it's more than just listening. Like, oh, cool, dope song, but every now and then you want them to dissect what's going on in it, because that's the part of the art. So you want people to break it down and be like, oh, listening, but then you watch, you visualize what's being drawn, the picture. It's like it's an image that's happening. So if you're not listening and watching, but we understand that a lot of people needed the light. That's why it starts with the light. So a lot of people were blind. So that's why the album starts off with you should be listening, because they can't see. So right now they're in the dark place. Like it's darkness, and so they're they just kind of like feeling their way around. And then that's when the second song hit them with the boom, light switch. The light flickers, the light switch goes up. So now you can see now, but can you actually see? And you can't really, like, the light can be too blinding to you. Right. And it's like, you need to turn the light down. It's too much. It's too much for them to handle. It was like, nah, you got to get them prepared, because you ain't got that much time to prepare. You need to just, you're going to learn along the way, but we going to help you. We're going to guide you along this journey with us. And so now that you're listening, you know what to listen for and pay attention, because you should be paying attention to what you're listening to, musically and outside of it. But also, if you can't, maneuver, we're gonna help you, guide you through this process and this journey. And then by the end of the song, by the end of the project, you know how to listen now, but also you need to know what to look out for. But we're telling you what to look out for. Maybe you might not have realized it that much, but when the album done, it's like, oh, okay, I saw this whole picture that's been painted, so I know what to watch for. So now this time, when you re-listen to it, you're listening and you watching. So you catching way more stuff, and you're receiving it, and you're looking at it in a different light, because I'm careful what I'm listening to. I've realized what I'm listening to, but I'm also watching my steps, watching what to look out for and everything like that. So that's like, you should be listening first, lure them in, and then now that you went through that process of listening, now you should be watching.
That's what's up. So before we get into 3D paintings, IMAX, want to remind y'all this was featured on show 30. Go back and listen to show 30. Is there anything else you want the people to know outside of the upcoming projects that you're just gonna spring on them?
Just want y'all to know I appreciate the support so much. I know a lot of y'all, I'm like an enigma to a lot of people, or like a mystery, but I'm still here. I'm here, girl. I know I don't be online that much. Y'all know how I feel about social media. Yeah. So I just be, doing my thing, but just know y'all keep me going. Y'all are inspiration to me, and you're gonna hear this year the stuff that I'm gonna be coming out this year. You're gonna hear the inspiration in it. You're gonna hear me, it's gonna be a different energy, and you're gonna really enjoy the music and other things. I know I don't give a lot of videos. I'm gonna hit y'all with a lot of videos and just content as well, and different opportunities, different things. Like, I keep dropping little hints. I'm telling you, some really, really dope stuff is gonna happen this year.
There you go.
I'm telling you, and it's a blessing. But it y'all know, because y'all been following the journey, that it took a long time to get to these steps. I mean, to these milestones that I'm gonna be hitting. It took a long time to get there, and it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get there. But I couldn't have did it without y'all. I couldn't have did it without God and support, fam, like you, Melody, for even showing love. You didn't have to respond.
Oh, absolutely.
But you did. And you showed love, and we've been building from there, even before the interview. Just cool people talking about music and different things like that. So, if you, just let people know that y'all keep us going. I appreciate it. Don't ever give up on your dreams. I'm going to be, the poster child for that, like the underdogs and the dreamers is show, like, no matter what your situation was, where you came from, and even the world shifted for a while and stuff, but we still here. If you're still here, you're supposed to be here, and you still have something to contribute to the world. You still have a dream and a purpose, and don't let them keep making you feel like you're worthless. You have a purpose. You mean something. You're not an accident. You're divinely created, each one of you. So, don't let them keep dividing us. Just spread love. Tell somebody you love them. If you listen to this, tell somebody you love them. It could be somebody in the comments. You could just respond to them, yo, I love you. and just let them know that, because that can go a long way. And just know that I'm fired up. I'm telling y'all, I'm coming forward this year. Like, this year's gonna be the year. So just letting y'all hear it first. So letting y'all know, I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Spread love each other, love life. Don't give up on your dreams. We got these overseas dreams. I'm telling you. My goal, like, I get a lot of love in the U.S. and different places, but overseas show me so much love.
Yeah.
Like, different countries consistently,
Yeah.
I'm seeing it, and I'm like, yo, shout out to y'all. Y'all gonna see me soon, man. I'm telling you, overseas, all these different amazing places, Japan, France, Europe, Netherlands, all these places, Brazil, tons of places show me so much love. I'm gonna see y'all soon. That is my word.
Absolutely. Yo, one
Thanks,
thing I
man.
have definitely noticed, and I mean, it, it's like this with everything, but, the majority of the support that you're going to get is from people that you ain't never seen before and that you ain't never going to see. And it's a shame that it is that way.
Yeah.
But, overseas.
I'm making my goal to see y'all, though. That's the overseas.
There you
dream.
go.
I'm gonna see y'all.
That's
man.
the overseas
Y'all
dream.
gonna see me. Overseas dreams. That's why it makes sense for the colorful dreamer to be on overseas dreams. I talk about overseas dreams all the time, and I'm an explorer. I want to travel the world and see all these beautiful places, touch lives, see different people, connect them, and do different things. And I can't be stagnant. I'm on the go. I'm moving. Jazz Spaceman doing better than you thought. That's what you're gonna see this year is all about. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And just to touch on something you said, I didn't have to respond. I guess my thing is, because, I mean, this show has only been going on since, like, November of 2018. So it's still kind of new. And, I don't have, 100 episodes yet. I've been kind of slowing the pace down. But my thing is, if somebody hits me up to, feature their music or whatever the case may be, I have to at least respond. I have to listen, and I have to pick something to play. My mindset is, even if I don't particularly like it, I'm gonna find something out of something you send me. And now I've not had that happen, but I have to at least pick something that you send me, because I do know what it feels like to reach out to a radio show and not get played, or not even get responded to.
Man, I deal with that daily.
It happens, and so I make it a point to feature people that reach out to me. And if I really mess with you like that, and I will reach out to just random people like, yo, I love your music, can I play it, can you send me something, or can I interview, or whatever. I have to make it a point to do that, because there's people out here that they're constantly submitting. I was never constantly submitting, but there are people out here that are constantly submitting to radio shows, and they don't get a DM back, they don't get an email back.
Nope.
And I get it, like, DJs are busy, they got a life, and or maybe they just don't F with your music like that. Either way, but my thing is, if you reach out to me, the least I can do is play you. It doesn't hurt me to play you.
That's real. That's play.
Yeah.
That's how we gonna reach these dreams, is together. It's always stuff to divide people all the time, but, like, we got the common goal. We're trying to do something, but a purpose for it, and it ain't harming nobody. And we're just trying to make that connection and live out our dreams in some kind of way. So the least you can do is extend your hand and be like, yeah, I got you, or at least listen. And that's why I respect you and what you represent, and your music as well, and your music choice that you play on the show. Like, you ain't gonna find too many radio shows that's playing the type of stuff that you playing. And I'm letting y'all know now, so y'all should really be listening if you want to hear some new dope music, whether it's dope hip hop, whether it's jazz hop, chill hop, lo-fi, different types of music that's really good that you won't find on the radio and everything like that. And that's that, so I believe in you and what you represent, and any way we can keep building, we're gonna do that. So I appreciate you for driving 2 hours to come in and meet with me to even do it.
Man, it's nothing. It's nothing. And where can people follow you?
Oh, just look up. Okay.
That's right.
But Instagram SkyBlew Music, and or you can Google me. But it's capital S, lowercase KY, capital B, lowercase LEW, and all together, no spaces or anything. So
One word.
SkyBlew, one word. And you can find SkyBlew Music on Instagram, SkyBlew on Spotify, SkyBlew at Bandcamp. I mean, you just, you find me through Bandcamp. That's where, Bandcamp show a lot of love to artists, so shout out to them. So, you can check out all my projects on there. And YouTube, just type in SkyBlew. I got tons of music videos and just songs in general. And Facebook, SkyBlew Music. And Twitter's cancer. So, but I am on there, but I ain't been on there since 2017. But I do have one. So,
I got you.
I ain't saying Twitter ties cancer because of Elon. That has nothing to do with it. He's trying to clean it up. I'm saying just in general, like, it's just so much toxicity on there. They just sit on there all day and just try to just like argue, just cancel people and argue about things all day long and just be outraged all day long. So I seen it way back in 17, which is why you'll see my last tweet was in 2017.
Oh wow!
And I haven't logged in since then, but I do. At some point, I might get on there. I think it's gonna get a little more clean now, hopefully. But it's just, yeah. But yeah. So those are where you can find me, or you can just look up.
You can look up. That's the best answer. That's the best answer. Just look up. Well, I appreciate you for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for listening as always. Please check out SkyBlew on all streaming platforms. I found him on Bandcamp because he reached out to me with YouTube, and Bandcamp is like my go-to. But yes, please, I hope y'all felt every single track on here. We about to get into this last track, 3D Paintings IMAX, off of Yes.
Shout out to my girl Ivy, who does all this amazing artwork y'all be seeing. By the way, she does that. She creates them, she paints them, she digitally makes them, all that. So all the dope artwork that y'all like by me and stuff like that. Shout out to Ivy. She be behind the scenes, but she be doing her thing, and she filming videos and stuff now. So we trying to build an enterprise.
Absolutely, yes. Please, just and the next time you see that he having a show, go show your support, go show your love. Be front row.
Hey, we do a lot of cool things at shows. I'm talking about skits, visuals, we give out snacks and candy, all kind of, we have fun. Like, if you people that do come, you know.
Snacks and candy. I mean, who can say no to that?
You know what I'm saying?
So without further ado, 3D Paintings IMAX off of Keys of Light, featuring or produced by Navo the Maestro. Yeah. And as I say, every single show, y'all be sure to tune in next month, and every month, be sure to wake up the ones sleeping on you, because guess what? They will wake up. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Peace.
Your songs are like 3D paintings.
Appreciate that though. Nah, man, real. Look, I don't rap, I paint the sky blue. Louder for the people in the back who don't know how to react to facts over tracks. I pour my thoughts on, then relax. Getting my ball raws on. Painting beautiful skies and landscapes as escape from this place of hate. You can't erase the greats, pioneers who laid out the blueprints. When hip-hop was labeled more of a nuisance trend that would never last. But we still here fighting the good fight. I write in my pad with everlast gloves. Punchlines expected, gut feelings got them queasy. The people need me, show dedication through the droughts. Doubts had me wheezy, but here comes the fresh air, you can breathe easy. Breathe easy, live freely, live and direct. Don't pretend you don't see me. Believe me, throw away your TV. Life is a movie, every scene is a repeat. The game needs me, breathe easy. Paint 3D, I paint 3D. Don't need glasses, I'm past this. Imagine my words come with visuals. You're grasping my captions. Satisfaction, let your mind wander and wonder less. My ensemble of somber songbirds encouraged through words to flourish. Food for the soul, feeding the malnourished. Found courage in the moments of distress. No rest for the weary. Life through another test and I aced it. Short, smart guy, Taj Mari. Well seasoned with more flavor than Lowry's. I'm sorry, your bars beat faker than the Ken doll. I end all when my pen fall. Royal Rumble in the jungle. No competitor was better than a cherisher of character. They dread it like the predator. For me to realize I'm ahead of ya. Rather have me second guessing myself, but we already up. Check the scoreboard. Don't be a poor sport. Like struggling athletes on rap beats, vibing the source for it. Never graced the magazine cover. The kids still nice, though we had a mean mother. Dream lover, Mariah Carey secret muse. Dehumidifiers don't compare to the air we produce. Seek the loop, we produce, we gon' make it, baby. Hey, it's coming soon in a second, baby. Look, more soul food and woke dudes at the Whole Foods in the dope mood, coastal with slow groove. All that glitters isn't gold, but it's nice to behold every once in a while. We all love success in various ways. Pray to blaze the stage in every state, even back and forth overseas. Check out the waves. Do-rag warrior, used to catching the fade. I be sketching for days in a maze, my mind puzzled up. Those speaking the truth, they won't muzzled up, but you stuck with us. Outspoken, flames spitting, mouth smoking, flow dope, yeah, it sounds potent. Floating off the potions I formulate. Fam say you more than great. Some people born to hate, let them be. Storm awaits, rainfall just to tease me. Let the wind blow while I relax for the breezy. Breathe easy, live freely, live and direct. Don't pretend you don't see me. Believe me, throw away your TV. Life is a movie, every scene is a repeat. The game needs me, breathe easy. Paint 3D, I paint 3D. The game needs me, live freely. Paint 3D, I paint 3D.
You're listening to Overseas Dreams.